gal, welcome back. As you can tell from the title, this is episode 3 of the Sandman. Dream a little dream of me. Morpheus tracks down the last known person in possession of his sand and receives an unexpected lesson of humanity. Ethel pays a visit to her son, and I can see from the thumbnail that it's Jenna Coleman, which, as I said in the first video, I am a Whovian, so I'm looking forward to seeing her in this role. I'm really enjoying the show so far. I keep thinking about it, and obviously that's a sign of a good show when you keep thinking about it. Even though I have only seen 2 episodes, I was just thinking like, man, what's gonna happen next? And Morpheus is so cool. That actor, I think his name was Thomas Suttridge, maybe. I looked him up. He hasn't been in anything else that I recognize. Obviously, I know Jenna Coleman. I was right about young Alex. That is the kid from Blind Manor. I knew I recognized him. So, and also, I didn't realize it, but I looked it up. And Roderick was Charles Dance. And I believe he's pretty well known over in Britain. And I think he's done some things here too. So, there was another pretty big name right there. So that is really cool. I feel bad for Morpheus for losing his bird. You would think that the crows would be, or the ravens would be immortal since he's immortal. So yeah, you would think his birds would be as well. Also I looked up the one who played the little librarian. Didn't recognize her either. So, I did recognize. She looked familiar, but she hasn't been in anything I've seen. Don't you hate that when you think, oh, I've seen that person, and then you look them up and you're like, okay, it's like, I know I've seen them, but why is it not listed? Who knows? Anyways, let's get started with Dream a Little Dream of Me. There's my girl. There's Jenna. Hello, Clara Oswald. My second favorite companion of Doctor Who. Just saying. I've seen her in something else.
That's happy has roots. If her family is in any way royal, the answer is no. Tell me that lot. Tell the Queen. The Queen doesn't know she's here. To the Princess. She shouldn't hear about how they're demanding that I marry them before the palace find out. You press. Why is she married? Kevin Brody, the footballer. He's rubbish. Just because a goldsmith educated princess wants to marry someone out the window doesn't mean that she needs an exorcist. I just had a chat with her. You'll see. No, it's too risky for the royals. Look, if our chat goes wrong, I've got a dead princess on my hand, a demon on them, so no one's paying my fee. Jesus fuck.
Apparently all she cares about is her feet.
Not smell the sulfur. Princess, take this.
She's wearing the top.
Wait, babe, I'm absolutely sure you want to do this.
Look at her. She's looking at him.
You talk too much.
I'm
Tell
shut
me your name and I'll stop
Oh,
you.
well, when you're a far more enjoyable piece. Tell me a cute story. This man is not gonna laugh.
I knew he was going to come in at some point. Okay, good point.
That's what it is. He is coming, John.
Been saying that for years.
I was going to say, he would definitely go after her for stealing her, but since he stole it from her,
Wasn't just your boyfriend at the time was beating the shit out of you. It was because the fucking Sandman was
I was trying to protect you.
from her.
the Sandman. Or from my father.
Were you trying to protect yourself?
I told you, John.
Yes. You've been saying that for years too.
And that is true.
I heard it in
That part is true.
John Burgess.
Ooh.
My father didn't die. No, my father was Rodney Burgess.
He did die when we were a baby. That part is correct. What he has to do is look up. It works for him.
Wait, on your sandbag so you can say, well, if humanity, well, here she is. We're all just Roger Burgess to you. All you care about is your son, your power. What's the point?
Yeah, he's gonna put her to sleep. After the dream. This is compassion right here. Like a mercy killing. This is what she's going to say. I swear that's Pearl Mackie. So what he did was compassion. Because he let her pass.
I made it. I just didn't want to have this.
And she'll see
I am trying to say
this image that she's with Joanna.
this kept me alive for 116 years so far. I hope it keeps you alive forever.
So what about the woman who's 208?
It's really
We don't remember her. Aww.
I'm sorry, I was such a shit mom.
Oh. You worked that fast.
It's too late now.
No. And he really does care about his mother. Yeah, this is an elephant.
Needs it.
Yeah, he does.
Constantine.
I like that word from you anymore.
He's gonna make sure that her. Well, that's good at least.
Nice what you did up there.
Don't ever spy on me again.
Oh, fuck off.
I wasn't spying. I was spying on you. Never know it. So what's our next move?
I'm gonna get some of my help. And you are gonna get the dream.
Or, hear me out, to take me with you. Never have to have this conversation ever again.
That does sound tempting. In fact,
Uh-oh.
where I am, I may have needed you.
Yeah? Where are we going?
Hell,
Oh.
Hell. As in, hell? Hell? Or are we being metaphorical? Because either way, we should probably check in with Lucian first, right? See how she's feeling about it. I'm going to go on her limb, which is something very actually do. So she will not be in favor of hell going. But I don't get a sense of listening, so fuck it. Let's go to hell.
Literally. I believe that might be Patton Oswalt. It sounds like Patton Oswalt, or the voice of Matthew. He's funny, but if he's going to continue doing things like that, I think he's going to get annoying. How he was like talking there, I found him to be kind of annoying. Where he's like, well, let's try this. Yeah, you're not listening to me. It's like he just kept rambling, and maybe it's because he's nervous. You know, he's new at being a bird. But I'm just like, dude, that's gonna get old really fast. So I hope that he won't get in the annoying territory. But what I will say, I think what's going to happen is that at some point, Matthew is going to end up saving Morpheus, you know, that like, he's going to be in some predicament and Matthew's going to be the one. And then he'll like want to keep Matthew around because Matthew will protect him or save him. I swear that's Promaki. If so, that's 2 Doctor Who companions. I'm going to have to look it up. But I enjoyed seeing Jenna, you know, as Morpheus said, he has a history with the Constantines, so he knows that they're pretty much all, that they all can't be trusted. But we still don't know what that nightmare/memory was about. But I do know she's in a few more episodes, so we'll probably get follow-up on that. And then, of course, Ethel giving John her protection, her eye of protection. I do think John cared about her. You know, I do think he really was sad. You know, I was like how he was like, take it back, you know. But she sacrificed herself for her child. They say Morpheus doesn't care. You know, Joanna was saying that too. He doesn't care about anyone. He only cares about his powers. It's like, well, that's not true. He cares about Lucian. And he cared about Jessamine. That's why he doesn't want another Raven. Because he even said in the first episode, you know, that, yeah, you know, Alex had some redeeming qualities. He obviously wasn't Roderick, but could he forgive him for still keeping him there and murdering his bird? No. So, some might say, well, that's because Jessamine was a possession. He still cared about her. I like Joanna's face when she realized that he was the one captured, not. So John is free, and like I said, it looks like they might be setting up a bit of a romance between Morpheus and Joanna. You know, just the lighting, the music in the one scene, the way they were standing. Which, how would that work? I mean, she's a Constantine. Is Constantine, because if Constantine is mortal, then that means they can die. And obviously he's pretty much a god. Can he die? Well, only by another god. But how would that work? So it'll be interesting to see the next time they cross paths. And obviously we only have 2 seasons, so if they are going to get together, it's going to be probably fairly soon here. And again, I don't know if they are. So far, I am really enjoying the show. You know, I love that it's not just fantasy. It's fantasy, it's sci-fi, it's drama, it's comedy, it's horror, it's a bit of romance, all wrapped up into one. I actually like when genres blend, you know. A lot of times, I mean, nowadays, you know, most genres, I think, have more than one element in them. You might have something that's mainly like a drama, but it might have some comedy or some horror or romance or whatever. It's not specific to that. That might be the main thing, so it's labeled as a drama. Like, I think this might have been labeled as fantasy. Yeah, so I like that it has all these different genres in the show. And now, of course, they're giving us a bit of comedic relief with Matthew. So thank you for joining me for episode 3 of The Sandman. That Thomas Suttridge, I think his name is. I'm going to look him up again. I think that's the name. But the guy who plays Morpheus, he's incredibly good looking. He's hot, too. I mean, obviously, every actor is incredible in this, but he's got a lot to do, you know, obviously because it's called The Sandman. But yeah, he's really got to show his chops. So follow me on Instagram and TikTok. If you can, support me and buy me a coffee. I know money is tight, but I'd love to give you a shout out in a future video. And if you are in need of an editor, please check out my editor's Discord. and talk to him, I'm sure he would be more than happy to go ahead and discuss an opportunity with you. You can find his link, of course, to his Discord in my description, along with a link to buy me a coffee. I would love to give you a shout out. It'll either be in a future video or a short or something. I would love to be able to do it. It'd be a short. But yeah, you know, at the time of recording, I currently do not have Patreon. I'm probably the only YouTuber out there who doesn't have Patreon, or person on Rumble who doesn't have Patreon. And that is because I had it and no one had signed up. So I was like, why am I keeping this open? So if there is interest, I may go ahead and open it up again. Otherwise, the best way to support, if you want to, is buy me a coffee. If you are watching this on YouTube, I of course had to trim it down in order for it to pass the censors. So if you want to see the full edited but untrimmed version, please head over to my Rumble page. And if you're on Rumble and you're curious, what did I have to trim? Go to YouTube. But, you know, on Rumble, you can catch the full version because they don't have as much in terms of censorship. I thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm really enjoying the show. I'm going to start episode 4 here shortly, once I go, you know, refill my water and everything. But I thank you. I hope you all have a great day, great week, great month. I hope life treats you kind. And I wish nothing but the best for all of you. I'll see you guys for episode 4, A Hope in Hell. Take care. Bye.